Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
And he's broken free. It has to be, surely. And still a chance. And there it is, a goal. I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Lionel Messi. And Messi in full control of the ball here. A fine reading of the situation. The ball back with Real now. Eduardo Camavinga. Good challenge by Maicon. Dalglish. Very alertly winning back possession. And Real with the ball again. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Messi. And it's opening up. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So back underway following the equaliser. Robinson. Dalglish. Alexander-Arnold. Vitor Ferreira. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Well, that's a completely wasted throw-in. That is that for the first half here. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Rodri. Marquinhos. Alexis Salamakers. Kenny Dalglish. Sunset. Attacking possibilities for Real. Oh, he's through here! And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations!
Well, just look at this again. Great technique, good accuracy and enough power to beat the keeper. That's an excellent goal.
Kylian Mbappe. Rodri. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Half-hearted clearance. Interception to snuff out the danger. Raul. Messi. Messi. Could be! Eduardo Camavinga. Real did well to regain control of the ball. Pressing like that will help the cause.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still plenty of time to find an equaliser. Surely they get another chance, maybe two.
Lionel Messi. Can he finish them off? And opting for power over placement, but not the desired result. Substitution for Real Madrid. Kimpembe. Luis Diaz. And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong way as far as the home fans are concerned.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances. Could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Jamshedpur facing Real Madrid.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Mbappe. Useful looking position, you've got to say. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Kerkez. Eduardo Camavinga. Yaya Toure. Ronaldo. Kylian Mbappe. Very much run-of-the-mill as saves go. Yaya Toure. Butragueño on the ball. Vitor Ferreira. He's in behind. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Luis Diaz. Mbappe with it. Mbappe. Determined defending. I think they were expecting a bit more from that attack. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Well read to put an end to that attack. Ferreira. And Real doing well to win it back. And possession changing hands. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Ronaldo, opportunity to level it. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? Well, any goalkeeper would be disappointed if he didn't save that. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So back in business, the ball moving again, and Real with a bit of work ahead of them. And a throw coming up after that authoritative challenge. Yaya Toure. On to Stam. Ronaldo, and it's fallen for Ronaldo! And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. Alexander-Arnold. The ball with Rodri. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. Stam. And now Stones. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Oh, foul play, says the referee. Eduardo Camavinga. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Ronaldo. Emilio Butragueño. Mbappe. Really good challenge. Butragueño. Might be a chance here. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Well, the keeper had to intervene, under a bit of pressure there. Scott McTominay. And the ball's gone. Must take the lead here. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
Well, they have been getting 3 substitutes warmed up, and by the look of it, all 3 are coming on. Out of play and a Real Madrid throw-in coming up. Emilio Butragueño. Andriy Shevchenko. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go, with time not on their side. Alexander-Arnold, and there goes the final whistle, and the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Yes, Derek, sometimes it takes a while to eventually get the better of the opposition, and that was the case here. They kept going, and they eventually got their reward.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got 2 good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Vitor Ferreira. Here's Mbappe. Now can they make something happen? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Vitor Ferreira. Effective looking pass. Oh, in with a chance! An early goal. It is the ideal opening.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Saka. And over the byline it goes. So a goal kick coming up here. Camavinga. Mbappe. Saka. And teammates around him. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
This could square the game. Oh, incredible save. And he snuffed out the danger. A very timely interception. And he's through here. Will he? And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Vitor Ferreira. Eduardo Camavinga. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Mbappe? Well, fantastic reflex action. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. So into the second half, and you can't really put it any other way. A huge gulf in quality between the sides in the first 45. Will we see a response from Real? Capdevila. Good-looking build-up as they try to reduce the arrears. Can he get one back? Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Ball played nicely. Oh, surely. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. Could pull one back here. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Well, the danger is still there. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Making progress. It might be a chance here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
And that's an important intervention. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Vitor Ferreira. Well, that'll be a free kick. Now, they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. It was an accurate free kick, but a fine save. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Very quick thinking there. Alexander-Arnold. Crespo has it. Diaz. Chance here. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Arsenal, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Interception to snuff out the danger. Yapstam. Brilliant piece of skill. Promising pass. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. Seko Fofana. Martinez. And he's through here. And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Vitor Ferreira. Alexander-Arnold. He has teammates around him. Diaz. Is it going to be? Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Well, that'll be a corner. A goal here would really change the complexion of this match. Well, not quite the corner he had in mind. Goalkeeper has it. Real chance. Kylian Mbappe. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Opportunity! Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. Eduardo Camavinga. The ball with Rodri. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. And that will be a corner. And it's a goal! Level again! What a match this is turning out to be!
Well, here we can see again just how well Alexander-Arnold did to get the cross into such a good area. And it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
The first half here comes to an end. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe? Pretty clear who got the last touch, so it will be a corner. And trouble is brewing. Well, we're into the final half hour. Diaz? Can he put them in front? Oh, given away. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here it is again, and he's just passed that into the net. That's a very good finish, you have to say.
So the game restarted by Arsenal. A wake-up call for the Arsenal players, perhaps. Can they construct a response? Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Opportunity it is. It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Luis Diaz. Well, very effective play in possession. Mbappe? And I think he'll be kicking himself. Ruled offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
And a double substitution it's going to be. Stam. Luis Diaz. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. And there it is! That will put the seal on victory if there were any lingering doubts.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And when he gets onto it, he holds off the challenge, keeps his balance, and makes good contact with the ball. That's a top-class finish.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. A very good tackle. Ball played nicely. Can't miss, surely! Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Alexis Sanchez. He lost possession, Alexis Sanchez. Ferreira. A bit sloppy in possession. Rodri. Kylian Mbappe. Can he find the right pass? A fine reading of the situation. Count. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Ferreira. And they need to get tighter here. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Charlton. Alexis Sanchez. Charlton. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Dirk Kuyt. Vitor Ferreira. Mbappe. Committed challenge. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. Mbappe. And he's broken free. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, but the finish is so easy. He's given far too much time and space. He doesn't even have to jump. Poor defending, you have to say.
Bobby Charlton. Alexis Sanchez. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. And into the last 30 minutes now. Vitor Ferreira. Kylian Mbappe. He succeeds in clearing it. Camavinga. The ball with Rodri. Luis Diaz. Now, options are plenty. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Mbappe. Mbappe. And now it is there for him. And a goal, it was served up on a silver platter for him.
Well, here it is again. It's an easy finish in the end, but what was the keeper thinking? That's a poor bit of defending.
So a personnel change then. So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Could pull one back here. And in it goes! They're getting closer. They're not finished yet. So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Ekitike. It will be a Paris Saint-Germain free kick. Oh, magnificent free kick. But the keeper producing a save to match it. Danger averted for now. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
Welcome, everyone, on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start, with justifiable cause. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Oh, what an exquisite goal! Absolute perfection!
Well, let's have another look, because that's a wonderful goal from that far out. But should the goalkeeper be beaten from that distance? I don't think so. Mind you, take nothing away from the strike. That was excellent.
Eduardo Camavinga. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. Camavinga. Kimpembe. On to Kerkez. And they have possession again. Now the defenders know this could level it. He can't hold on to it. Well, they survived the attack. Kylian Mbappe. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Just the challenge that was required. Bobby Charlton. El Shaarawy. Mbappe. Charlton. Perfect tackle. Well, PSG have it back now. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Dante. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Well, on the verge of hearing the half-time whistle, and they've mostly silenced the home crowd. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Well, I think they've been the better side in this first half. They've defended well, they've looked dangerous in attack, and they've controlled the midfield. It's been a solid performance so far.
And he's lost custody of the ball here. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. They got the touch on the ball. A throw-in now. Kylian Mbappe. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Luis Diaz. Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw-in to come. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. And a goal! And you've got to say, they definitely took a deflection off the defender.
Well, as the replay shows, it takes a deflection, and as a result, the keeper had very little chance there. They just got a bit of luck.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Top-class defending. "30 minutes left for play. Count. Eduardo Camavinga. A very good tackle. Ekitike. Now with Count. And putting Pay to the danger. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Bobby Charlton. Nicely cut out. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Charlton. And Charlton getting stuck in. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And teammates to play it to. It might still be problematic. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, it was a comfortable win in the end. Fully deserved their victory because they dominated every aspect of the game. It was a really good result for them here today.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Jamshedpur against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, a quick start to the game is all important here today, and I'm sure both managers will have drilled that into the players. But they also have to play with composure and a tactical understanding. It should be a good game.
Frimpong. An important interception. Chance to do damage. Mbappe. Spot on with that tackle. Chance maybe. Oh, couldn't beat the goalkeeper. And really should have been able to. And not cleared away properly. Bobby Charlton. And on to Count. Well, it's all about passing as they try to hit the front. And it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Mbappe. Opportunity here. And the ball is loose. Ferreira. David Alaba. Alexis Sanchez. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. Luis Diaz. Well, PSG doing well to regain control of the ball. Oh, must take the lead here. And stopping the danger. Well, gifting away possession. Is this the moment? So, deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, no excuse to give the ball away from your own throw-in. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So, back underway here, into the second half. Kerkez. Jeremy Frimpong. Mbappe. David Alaba. El Shaarawy. Alexis Sanchez. Well, a good tackle. Mbappe. Luis Diaz. David Alaba. Charlton. Vitor Ferreira. Mbappe with it. Alexis Sanchez. High quality defending. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. And time for the change now.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
And cleared away. A move of promise. Is it going to end with them scoring the winning goal? Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Well, no card, but the referee clearly indicating that he's on his last warning. And pushed onto the woodwork. Well, mopping up defensively. Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? Well, this corner could be pivotal. It might represent the last chance to get in front in the dying moments. Stam winning back possession. And that will be all for this game anyway. No goals to report. Defences on top. And Stuart, as ever, interested to get your take.
Well, Derek, I think it was a good tactical battle. There was a lot of endeavour, some good defending, but not enough attacking quality, and that's why we didn't get...
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Jamshedpur taking on Chelsea.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
On to Kerkez. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Moises Caicedo. Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw in to come. Caicedo. Fernandes. Jadon Sancho. Can he find the right pass? Can he put them in front? Timely intervention. Mbappe. Enzo Fernandez. Moises Caicedo. Well, spot on with that challenge. Eduardo Camavinga. Kylian Mbappe. And Chelsea winning the ball again. And Chelsea get the decision from the referee. Fernandes. Strong but fair tackle. Rodri. Ferreira. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Plenty of support here. Camavinga. Will it be? And the danger is averted. Vitor Ferreira. Diaz. Oh, might be. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So Chelsea restart the game. Can they come up with an answer? Might be able to produce from this position. Jadon Sancho. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Eduardo Camavinga. Teammates available. Rodri. Here's Mbappe. Can he make it count? Oh, he's found the net. And that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted and just what they deserve.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Caicedo. Inching towards the interval, and it's going with home advantage. Stuart, as always, very keen to get your take.
Yeah, they're playing really well here. They've controlled the flow of the game, they've won their individual battles, and they've created numerous chances. Their only problem in the second half could be complacency, but I can't see that happening.
Can he put it in? Well, what an opportunity squandered. Far too easy for the keeper. That is that for the first half here. Well, underway once again, and Chelsea left with the proverbial mountain to climb in the second half. Fernandes. Jadon Sancho. Moises Caicedo. Good tackle. Free kick to Chelsea. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine pass. Well, it could be on for him here. A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
That's useful play. And he takes it away. Camavinga. And Diaz has it. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them. And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Kylian Mbappe. And they have possession again. Ferreira. Fernandez. An important interception. Mbappe. Given away again. And playing it to the goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold. Schmeichel. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. It's Kimpembe now. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. So to the keeper. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. It's Kimpembe now. Kimpembe. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Well, on the cusp of the final whistle, and the home side really prospering today. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Real chance. Well, a really good run. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, threat over for now. Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. Cucurella. And danger averted by Stam. So the final whistle, and that's not how Chelsea fans were scripting it in their minds. A defeat. I wonder what you thought about their overall performance. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Jamshedpur taking on Real Madrid.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Passes like that, very much in his repertoire. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Sandro Tonali. Marcos Llorente has it. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection. So now a throw in. Camavinga. And Riquelme comes away with the ball. Holland. Mbappe. Real Madrid regaining possession. Good piece of defending. And Riquelme. Tonali with it. Now, options are plenty. Well, disappointing end to the move. Kylian Mbappe. And Real come away with it. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. And a goal almost bewitching in its beauty. Excellent technique.
Well, let's have another look, because that's a wonderful goal from that far out. But should the goalkeeper be beaten from that distance? I don't think so. Mind you, take nothing away from the strike. That was excellent.
So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they find an equaliser? Riquelme. Marcos Llorente. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Luis Diaz. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, tremendous save!
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent piece of goalkeeping. That's a great stop.
Well, nothing comes of it. Sandro Tonali. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. Oh, big chance! Possession one. Oh, it's a penalty, in the opinion of the referee, and maybe they'll be able to level this up. And now, can he put it away? In it goes! A well-taken penalty. So back underway. 1 goal apiece here. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Well, he's certainly not alone. Can they forge ahead? Well, goodness me, into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp. Ferreira. Really getting stuck in. Real did well to regain control of the ball. "30 minutes left for play. Opportunity here. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Riquelme. Able to skip past his man. Opportunity to go ahead. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. And he takes it on. Not a chance for them again to play it over from the corner flag. Well, no danger now. Just 15 minutes remaining. A real opening now. Superb chance. And a goal! In the lead again. Fully deserved.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
Juan Riquelme. Marcos Llorente. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. So almost at full time, and the home side on course to eke out a narrow win. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, it's been a decent performance from them. They've certainly played the more expansive football and had the better individuals. Can they now just see this through? Not long left.
And danger still. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Bayern Munich, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And Bayern, the recipients of the free kick here. And taking it away. It's there for him. There it is, the opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. Bruno Fernandes. Milos Kerkez. Kylian Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Real chance! Now just lacking that little bit of guile. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Running. Is it going to be? Well, what an opportunity squandered. Far too easy for the keeper. Fernandes. Very clever intervention on the part of Paolo Maldini. Alonso. Mbappe. Luis Diaz. Oh, what an opportunity. And it's gone in. Just what the doctor ordered. Things looking very bright for them now with this buffer.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
Philipp Lahm. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Wirtz. Oh, he's given it. The referee says penalty. And an opportunity for them to pull one back here. And this genuine chance. In it goes. Coolly converted.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Vitor Ferreira. And on to Alexander-Arnold. So 3 minutes of stoppage time coming up. And a wild, wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
And so it is. The first half story has been written. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Wirtz. Fernandes. Now with Alonso. Bayern pushing forward with options available. Rodri. And Diaz has it. Luis Diaz. Effective looking pass. And pure instinct from the keeper.
Well, a top-class reaction from a top-class goalkeeper. Brilliant stuff.
Wirtz. And what can they do to stop him running at them? Fernandes. Schweinsteiger. Now with Alonso. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Determined defending. On to Puskás. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Luis Diaz. Just 10 minutes to go. Well, Bayern have it back now.
Well, they haven't been at their best, but these Bayern fans have been brilliant. Just listen to this noise. But can the players respond and find this equaliser?
This could be the equaliser. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. A corner then, and with time running out, they've got to ask questions. Well, they've decided to make a change. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's Jamshedpur versus Manchester United.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Well read to ease the pressure. Azar. Isak. United might... Well, it could be on for him here. And it's got to be. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. And play halted, free kick given. Yapstam. And very nicely positioned to win it back. Diaz. Now, options are plenty. Superb stop. And they've done it to square the game once again. Exhilarating.
Well, let's just see again how Alexander-Arnold delivered this cross into such a good area. And it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
Eden Hazard. And taken away from Hazard. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Well, attacking possibilities. Can he put them in front? Well, good hands there from the keeper. Hazard with others to team up with. Oh, from miles Sails out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique! Wondrous!
Well, just look at this strike again. He hits it so well. That's a great bit of skill. No wonder he's pleased with himself.
So there we have it, 2-1. Alexander-Arnold. Ferreira are getting the ball forward, but really sticking to their task defensively. Well, we are going to have a decent amount of stoppage time, 3 minutes to be exact. Park. And so it is, the first half story has been written. And the ball moving again, advantage United, but plenty of time for a few twists and turns here. Isak. Eden Hazard. Hazard might rely on teamwork, but they took care of the situation defensively. Luis Diaz. Diaz? Can't miss, surely! The net is staring him in the face. And still danger here. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally, I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
Luis Diaz. Ferreira. The textbook interception. Griezmann. Isak. Well-timed tackle. Into the final 20 minutes. Mbappe. And giving it away. Out of play it goes, and it will be a throw-in. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. Griezmann. Danger averted for now.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Manchester United, and he might be through here. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before a ball was kicked today. Defeat for them.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford to...
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Claudio Marchisio. Best. Musiala. Rashford. And Rashford. Corner for Real Madrid. Did well to clear it away. Frimpong. Marcus Rashford. Best. Hernandez. Struggling to keep the ball. Promising sequence. Can he put them in front? Oh, right in the nick of time. Now with Kerkez. Eduardo Camavinga. Jamal Musiala. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Mbappe. Company. Çalhanoğlu. Rashford. Rashford unable to hold it. Çalhanoğlu. George Best. Frimpong. Well, couldn't keep it. It's with Çalhanoğlu. And Best has it. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Kylian Mbappe. And Diaz has it. On the offensive, teamwork and passing in evidence. I just couldn't play that decisive ball. Luis Hernandez. Now with Marquisio. George Best. Good-looking pass. Best. Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Oh, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Çalhanoğlu. Rashford. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection, so now a throw-in. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Vitor Ferreira. And into the last 20 minutes. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Drogba. Now with Marquisio. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. They will now make use of the substitutes bench. Stam. And Valverde.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one.
Can they forge ahead? With time running out, a corner to Real Madrid. Substitution for Real Madrid. Just the clearance that was called for. Kaká. Might be onto something with that ball. And level it. And that will be all for this game anyway. No goals to report. Defences on top. And Stuart, as ever, interested to get your take.
Well, Derek, I think it was a good tactical battle. There was a lot of endeavour, some good defending, but not enough attacking quality. And that's why we didn't get any goals.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Well, can they make one of these passes count? Careless in possession. De Bruyne. Well, did well to win the ball back. Out of play, Real Madrid throw here. Mbappe. Oh, he's given the ball away. Camavinga. Now, what can they do from here? In possession to give them the lead, maybe. And there it is! The opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Walker. Over the touchline for what'll be a Real Madrid throw. Yapstam. And here's Saliba. Theo Hernandez now. Here's Mbappe. Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Here's Ronaldo. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. This could be the equaliser. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Well, on the verge of hearing the half-time whistle, and they've mostly silenced the home crowd. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Well, I think
It might be. And keeping it out. And a confident clearance. And the electronic board delivers the news. He's in here. Still a chance. And it's in. Beyond the goalkeeper. Real Madrid are level.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course, the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe with it. Running with the ball confidently. Opportunity here. Well, sometimes they come off for you. Sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique right there, and as a result, he mistimes the contact on the ball.
David Beckham. Ronaldo. De Bruyne now. So a half an hour remaining. At times they make passing look easy. Can he put them in front? Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
Rodri. Kylian Mbappe. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Theo Hernandez. De Bruyne now. David Beckham. Here's Ronaldo. Eduardo Camavinga. Luis Diaz. Kylian Mbappe. Well, do they have it in them to level this? Not a very complicated catch for the keeper.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. The fans are driving the players on here. Surely they're going to hang on now.
Ronaldo. Well, Kimpembe was on top of it. And the referee sees that as a foul. Free kick given. And that will be all for this game anyway. And defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football, the floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Jamshedpur facing Barcelona.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Oh, what an opportunity! Well, he gave it a go with power, but he might be having second thoughts about that now.
Well, as you said, he's gone for power, but he's not even close to the end.
Vitor Ferreira. Kylian Mbappe. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Yapstam. And the keeper with the ball. Kimpembe. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Now with Kempkes. Ferreira. He has teammates around him. Can he give them the lead? Ball is loose. Still a chance. Oh, chance taken. There is opportunity for you. But a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with, but where are his defenders following in? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert. He gets to the ball first, and it's a good finish.
Camavinga. Barca maintain possession advantage. But had to blow the whistle that time. Free kick it's going to be. Kempkes. The ball with Rodri. Now can they make something happen? Oh, surely! And a goal to increase their advantage. It's a two-goal lead now.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So the ball rolling again. That's 2-0. Chance to play it in. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that. Could put one back here. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. And that's an important intervention. Plenty of support here. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. Ball lost by Barcelona once more. Now the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, they get the ball rolling again. Barca's first half struggles were there for all to see. Can they make a better fist of it in this half? And he's broken free. And a good-looking pass. And well to clear it away. Mbappe. 30 minutes left for play. Mbappe. And a goal! Not over just yet.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Trent Alexander-Arnold. Interception to snuff out the danger. Ferreira. Might it be Mbappe? Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. And the clearance by Vidic. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And getting the ball forward. A fine reading of the situation. Trying to really get at the opposition here. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind. He wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Mbappe. Really getting stuck in. Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just one goal between them. Still, the prospect of late mix-up. This could level it. Ball is loose. I think the threat has been averted. Kylian Mbappe. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Yes, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It is Manchester City, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Mbappe, showing good vision. And he's in. And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So back in action. Will there be a quick response from City? There needs to be. A City free kick forthcoming. Lobotka. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely perfectly.
Well,
Plenty of support here. Well, it's on target. They were watching him like a hawk. Alexander-Arnold. Ferreira. And the right place to cut out the pass. Garincha. City moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Out of play, City throw. Kaká. Garincha. Here's Kane. Can they forge ahead? And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment! So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Mbappe. The referee has decided to give the free kick decision the way of City. The first half here comes to an end. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Throw into Manchester City. And continues his run. Can he take advantage? Oh, it's a goal! And certainly a deflection off the defender into the back of the net. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Luis Diaz. It's Kimpembe now. Stanislav Lobotka. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. And Diaz has it. Diaz. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Eduardo Camavinga. Kylian Mbappe. It's a splendid run by Mbappe, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Kane. Stanislav Lobotka. Cleared away comprehensively. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal. I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Jamshedpur facing Manchester City.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got 2 good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
But they took care of the situation defensively. Mo Salah. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In position. Brilliant save. Still not clear. Rodri. Now with Salah. Could take the lead. Not out of the woods yet. On the way through in the end. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And coolly done despite the mounting pressure. Vinicius Junior. Guendouzi. The ball with Rodri. On to Guendouzi. Mbappe. Luis Diaz. Camavinga. Interception to snuff out the danger. Spot on with that tackle. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And on to Beckham. Rodri. This is Salah. And Salah! Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. Well, going for power from there, but not worrying the goalkeeper in the slightest. Clears it away. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Rodri. Solskjaer. And a strong tackle. Beckham. Vinicius Junior. Rodri. Luis Diaz. And Diaz has it. And a tidy challenge. Good work from City to win back the ball. Losing possession. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Solskjaer. Can he put them in front? Great challenge. Well, there is the opening goal. The pressure finally telling, and they get their due reward. Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal. 1-0 then. Alexander-Arnold. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Kroos. The ball with Rodri. David Beckham. Matteo Guendouzi. Vinicius Junior. Solskjaer. He's got to score! Well, this game is far from over. They'll probably get one more big chance before the end. The crowd certainly thinks so. Just listen to that noise. And City have possession once more. Well, there's still scope for late drama here. 5 minutes left, and just one goal between the sides. Magnificent challenge to win it back. And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters. Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out. Well, there's an example of how to press high up. Oh, great defending. Kenneth Taylor. Oh, big opportunity! And that was simply miles off target.
Well, I think he's right to go for foul, but he's made the wrong connection, and it's really poor technique in the end.
Luis Diaz. Getting the ball forward. Must take the lead here. Side pair of hands, and the referee has given it. It will be a penalty. Can they forge ahead? Can he make opportunity here? And he steered it wide of the post.
Well, he's just overdone it. That's a really poor penalty.
Futre. Kenneth Taylor. Dembele on the ball. Promising sequence. Dembele to give them the advantage. And there it is, the opening goal. 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, it's a goal you'd expect him to score, but he kept his cool and he put it away nicely. He'll be happy with that.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Rodri. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Ferreira. Dembele. Mbappe. Kenneth Taylor. And Real's creative tendencies. Surely a good and fair challenge. Mbappe. And Real with the ball again. And if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Kylian Mbappe. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Rodri. And he did well to cut it out. Mbappe. They could level it. This could square the game. And a good take under duress there. Mbappe. And a tidy ball. Clear to see who got the last touch. So a throw in it'll be. Beckham. And on to Beckham. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And good work from Real Madrid to win the ball back. Futre. And on to Futre. Rodri. Mbappe. Mbappe with it. Very quick thinking there. The ball with Rodri. Real chance. And a goal to level this contest. All even.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Kenneth Taylor. Mbappe. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Rodri. Ferreira. Well, here they are on the attack. Can they go on and win the game?
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming. And it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side really deserved to lose.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. My name is Derek Ray and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Jamshedpur versus Barcelona.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
And the attack fades out. Alex Balde, Messi, and Mateus has it. Balde. Mbappe. Good tackle from Mateus. Lionel Messi. Vitor Ferreira. Ferreira. Camavinga. Luis Diaz. Well, it's a good looking position. Is there a goal in the future? But really sticking to the task defensively. Vitor Ferreira. Teammates available. Mateus. On to Messi. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe. Can they forge ahead? And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here. I'm back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Alexander-Arnold. Well, inching towards half-time, and probably fair to say the fans were hoping for a little bit better than this. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it,
And will it be the leveller? Rio Ferdinand. Zinedine Zidane. Here's Mbappe. That is that for the first half here. So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Barca with the advantage, but no room for complacency. Kylian Mbappe. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline, so a throw in here. Lionel Messi. Ferdinand. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. And the free kick caught cleanly by the keeper. Lothar Matthäus. Mbappe. Can he take advantage? Well, goodness me, into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp. So Barcelona with the lead, and now they have a corner. Ronaldinho, and a goal! There he is, at the double.
he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
Virgil van Dijk. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Ronaldinho. Balde. Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just one goal between them, still the prospect of late excitement in this match. Well, almost at full time, and this is not really what the home fans had in mind. Stuart, interested to get your thoughts as always.
Well, it's been a fairly even match, but at key moments they've just been second best. They could have defended better for the goals, and they've missed opportunities at the other end.
Can he finish them off? Well, the keeper has outdone himself, and there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong way as far as the home fans are concerned.
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by one goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Barcelona, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Ogisa, Van de Ven, Holland, Johan Capdevila. Now Holland. And teammates around him. Was it a great clearance? Struggling to get it away. Mbappe. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Ferreira. Cleared away. Good looking pass. It did look on for them, but not to me. Teammates available. Martinez. And across the touchline, so a throw in here. Mbappe. Out straight at the goalkeeper then. Carles Puyol. We are going to have 2 additional minutes. Holland. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. So back underway here into the second half. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Rodri. Vitor Ferreira. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Well, they've been getting 2 substitutes warmed up, and both will come on here. All fairly run-of-the-mill in terms of what the keeper had to do. 30 minutes to go then. And he's made headway. And it's come off the keeper. Well, he certainly does alone. Can he put them in front? Oh, that is a super save. Substitution time it is here. Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe. Michael, Jude Bellingham. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Barcelona free kick, it'll be here.
Well, Barca are nearly there, and their fans know it. Just listen to the support they're giving their team. Not long left now.
He has teammates around him, but they took care of the situation defensively. Kylian Mbappe. Capdevila. Bellingham. Well, this is far from over. We're going to have 5 minutes of stoppage time. And he did what he had to do defensively. And that will be all for this game. Defeat for the visitors. That's the big story.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Jeremy Frimpong. And teammates around him. Valverde, can he finish this? Oh no! And that's a really disappointing effort from there. Right. They've given it away. Declan Rice. Now Mo Salah, losing possession here. Ronaldo. And a very good challenge. Isaac. Now Mo Salah. Ronaldo. Luis Diaz. De Bruyne now. Isaac. Oh, can they forge ahead? Can they cover up? Well, I must say, we know full well he's capable of better finishing than that.
Well, the goalkeeper's made a save here, but really that should have been a goal. It's a bad miss, I would say.
Well, not quite the corner he had in mind. Goalkeeper has it. Musiala intercepted effortlessly. Well, that is how to play advantage. Well, a foul after the previous one, and the free kick ensues. Not the worst free kick in the world, but the goalkeeper, opportunity. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
1-0 then. Mo Salah. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Messi. De Bruyne. And the first half draws to a close. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And an astute piece of defending. Messi. Oh, he's through here. Chance him on, and it's gone in. The teams are separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, high quality defending. Isaac, in a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. And so 30 minutes left to play in this one. Cristiano Ronaldo. And they stop them in their tracks. Mo Salah. From it. Here's Isaac. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. And play halted, free kick given. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, not very clever defending. But no damage done, that's the main thing. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Salah. Salah and Salah! Surely can't miss. There it is, and he could scarcely have had an easier finish.
Well, let's take another look. Yeah, he won't get an easier finish than that. The defending was all over the place, though.
Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Holland. And the pass deftly cut out.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to the noise inside this stadium. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on. What a noise we've got.
Determined defending. That's a well-struck pass.